Okay.
This is Tim Gallagher of the Sioux City Journal. I'm at Gene's Shed, which is a popular parade float building site in Orange City in advance of the 75th Orange City Tulip Festival. And I've got with me today the parade marshal on the left, Harley Kleinwolterink, correct? And Gene Haverdink. Tell me, Harley, what it is that I'm looking at here.
It's a replica of the 1936 float. It was the first float, or the first year that they had a parade. So this is a replica of that float.
Okay, and what is it that we've got here? Kind of just describe to me what it...
Well, what we're showing here is how they made tools, made shoes back then using a log as their workplace. And it's the various tools, scrapers, augers that they used to make them.
And the gentleman who actually stood on this float, Jacob Van Hoff.
Yes.
And he had, that was his business.
That was his business.
Okay. So the steering committee
suggested that we make a float to show that.
Okay, so this replicates the award-winning float from the very first Tulip Festival.
Yes, and that's why we have it right here.
And I think we count, how many pairs of shoes?
We counted 20 pair. 20
pair, okay. And while a lot of the floats that you see in the Tulip Festival parade, you know, have kind of the bells and whistles and ornaments and flowers, this would be...
No flowers.
Okay.
Because the original did not have flowers.
Yep. Well, in fact, if I remember anything about local history, 1936, A, it was not a good time economically, right. But B, it was such a rough winter and summer. I'm just not certain how many flowers there would have been in full bloom.
Well, probably not. They, you know, when they actually started with the bulb planting, I don't know what year that was, but obviously 1936 there probably weren't any.
Okay. And Jacob would have done this as a way to promote his business.
Well, that's the way it sounded in the book. Now, whether that's...
Okay.
That's what I'm going by.
And as parade marshal, this is what year of you for your involvement with Tulip Festival? 30-some years?
I would say 25 to 30 years.
Okay.
That we have been working on floats, yes.
You began with your church float, First Reformed?
Yeah.
Okay. And you've been at it ever since?
Yeah.
Joined by this guy, among others.
I think it's every year since that,
Okay.
that we ended up doing this.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate the attention to detail that you guys took in getting this right. Gene, you're saying it's
this guy.
This is the master for parade floats. Thank you, Harley.
Okay.